Welcome everyone to this channel about SimCity BuildIt. Here comes one of the most awaited videos, a comparison and classification of the attacks in Club Wars. I'm going to give you the final result of all SimCity BuildIt attacks, the score obtained by each attack to know which is the best and the worst attack. My name is Atlantis. I belong to the Isla Atlas Club. I made this comparison many months ago after the scrupulous collection of many data of each one of them. It is a comparison that was going to be published in the private zone of the channel, the paid zone, and in fact this is how it is going to be. This paid zone of the channel will start operating approximately in February 2024. Finally, this comparison will be made public, but only with the basic data of the comparison and with the conclusions. In the private zone will be the video of each attack with its particularities, its advantages, its disadvantages, and every data explained and compared with the other attacks. Here goes the ranking of Isla Atlas for the SimCity BuildIt Club War attacks. Now I will explain everything. Understand that this ranking has many numbers behind, data that I hide to show them in the private zone, but they have been carefully selected to give the most reliable result possible on what is the best and worst attack. I explain the general table with the results, although I do not explain the data. This table that you see here, notice that it is not only what you see. If I move the bottom bar, it shows the other data, which are many more. So yes, it is detailed and accurate. There are 48 columns of objective data where they give the results for 17 characteristics, with only one characteristic that is somewhat subjective. Each data measures each particularity, and that data compares it to the other attacks. But now to what we are going to do. Let's look at the first 5 columns, which are the ones you are going to be able to see in this video. The first column is the class to which the attack belongs as it appears in the game. The first 4 are the S-class attacks, the next 4 the M, the next 4 the L, then the XL, then the XXL, and finally the A+. The next column shows the name of the attack. Each one has a background color that corresponds to the class of attack it is. If it is common, it will be aquamarine, if it is rare, it will be amber, and if it is legendary, it will be pink, as SimCity BuildIt classifies them. The next column, I just give it a correlative number from 1 to 24. The next column is the interesting one, where the total score obtained according to this table appears. And I emphasize that it is a table with concrete data. If someone makes another one, less detailed or more, who knows, maybe they will get other results. And the last column is the column that indicates the position in the ranking. The one with number 1 will be the best attack, the one with number 24 will be the worst. Well, you can see that in the tot column that counts the total points, there are 4 attacks with green background, which are the 4 attacks that have achieved the best score. There are 4 attacks with red background that are the 4 worst attacks of SimCity BuildIt, and with blue background what can be considered in the average. You can see that the best attack by far is B-Movie Monster. Yes, that's the best attack in SimCity BuildIt for many reasons that I'll detail in its private video. But this attack is a doozy. What's its problem? That it's a pink card that's difficult to upgrade, and even more so trying to do so with cards in the war store. They are prohibitively expensive on SimCash, and that's its big drawback. But overall, the B-Movie Monster is the best attack in the game with 96 points scored. It is followed, but already 5 points behind, with 91 points, by the Hissy Fit, a rare attack with really special characteristics. And Zest from Above, an attack that surprises many people. Zest from Above, which is commonly called random in the Isla Atlas Club, is a common attack, so upgrading it is relatively easy and it's a really awesome attack. Already in 4th place, 4 points away from these, we find the Mellow Bellow, a rare attack that people tend to like. Where is the much acclaimed attack Magnetism? Well, it is very close to the top in 5th place, with 86 points, tied with Comic Hand. The Magnetism attack has some very serious problems, which I will explain in its private video when it is released, and which are very detrimental to its score. Is it a bad attack? Of course not. There are better ones, that's all. Obviously, if you are a cracker, a hacker so that you understand me, then Magnetism is an important attack for them, for very specific reasons, but the best? No, of course not. And what about the end of the list? Well, the funny thing is that Not in Kansas is surprisingly not the worst attack. This attack has a very clear advantages that almost no one realizes, although it has important burdens as it is a legendary card, pink, and greatly diminishes its ability to grow at the rate of the commons. But it is in 11th place in this comparison, which is a very important position to consider. What is the worst attack? Well, it is Electric Deity. It has some special features that have made it not sink further in the table, but it is the worst scoring of all the attacks of SimCity BuildIt. Be warned that the last few positions are quite surprising, because they are followed by 16 tons, Tentacle Vortex, and Spiders, in that order. Each in its own line has significant shortcomings and have fallen far behind the other attacks. And here it is quite surprising because 16 tons is a common attack, which may be easy to improve, but nevertheless it has not managed to score high enough to get out of the abyss of being among the worst attacks in the game. If we continue analyzing the tail of this list, there is a group of 4 particularly bad attacks. They are not the worst, but you have to keep an eye on them because they do not stand out in anything. They are Fishaster and Building Portal on one side. Pay attention to these that it may not be interesting to buy cards for them, although Building Portal is a common attack, and Hands of Doom and Flying Vu Robot on the other side, which are not special in almost anything either. Yeah, I tell you that the exhaustive evaluation and the reason for each case I will explain in a video for each attack, which will not be very long, but they will be in the private area of the channel, and I think they are very interesting. If I am honest, when I made this table I expected some results but not others. I was shocked when I made it, especially B-Movie Monster. I knew it would have a good result, but not the best, and also standing out against its pursuers. Zest from above, I thought it was an excellent attack, and it was. It is the second best attack, because of its ease, speed, and things I'll save for those videos. But it is undoubtedly an excellent choice as an important attack in Club Wars. Hissy Fit and Mellow Bellow attack didn't surprise me. I expected this result. I have always seen their potential. They are excellent cards, and besides, people know it. It's obvious. And another card that I've always thought was good, and that the data has corroborated me, is Comic Hand. Because although it is a particularly slow card, in many sections of this comparison it is one of the best, and that has made a dent to get a well-deserved 5th place, equaling Magnetism. One attack that has surprised me for the worst is Electric Deity. It has come out as the worst attack in SimCity BuildIt. While it's true that it's a lot of fun and has some interesting advantages, it tends more to the bad than the good. But anyway, with it we do some special attacks in the club, so it's not out of the question. I just expected more in the comparison. But as much as I like Electric Deity, and those who have known me for a long time know that, I'm not going to manipulate the results. The results are what they are, and the data undoubtedly show these scores. If you liked it, give me a like, subscribe, and hit the little bell to be notified when I upload a new video. See at the bottom of the table that I have put the maximum value 96 points of the B-Movie Monster attack and the minimum value 59 points of Electric Deity, and a little further down the average value, which is 77.5 points. So those above will tend to be better and those below will be worse. It is worth noting finally with 84 points Disco Twister and Shrink Ray and Giant Rock Monster as above average attacks. What I do want to tell you, and as a conclusion, is I think it is possible that I have said it on occasion, that the best card is the one you have with the highest level, whatever it is. Keep this final conclusion and, above all, enjoy the game with the attacks you have. I hope you liked this comparison. A bit biased, but I am sure it will give something to talk about. It has been the comparison of attacks of Isla Atlas. Thanks for watching the video until the end. I leave you with a picture of the design challenge from one of you. As always, see you at SCBI. Greetings to all.